So guys, I'm back at it again. And we're here. There's a lot of things that just give me a moment. As I told you, I can't stop. We have to continue going. This is an ongoing process, and things are radically changing. The the moves on a particular mental chessboard are going forward, and it's just a matter of time. There's many things that are culminating across many different dimensions, from the physical to the spiritual to the artistic to the combination of both, and how those both of the worlds meet, and how artistry kind of is the in between factor, the key factor that communicates between both worlds, and all of that. And I'm closer. I can feel it. I see it. I see it very closely. And these things are very much changing, and they're going to be changing very radically. And I gotta go through the force of that. I gotta make sure that it happens. It's gonna take a bit of while, but I guess we're going into a Marvel Parsonic kind of way of going through things like that. It's like a space between time, and I'm saying a bunch of jargon right now, but I'm trying to make sense of it, like almost like there's a way of wrapping it, and then you make sense through the wrapping, and then you make sense through the balance. It's like almost you could see the force between the rhythm that is continuing between everything that you're saying at that moment. And it becomes that. It becomes that moment, it becomes that vibe, it becomes that essence of it all. And I plan to become the almost all of the unification between technology, artistry, and philosophy, because they both cross each other and they're both existentially important to each other. Sometimes it seems like, well, for practical reasons, technology is obviously the most important, and innovation and everything that has to do with that, with medications, with livelihood, with the fact that I'm even able to speak to you in this kind of way. All of that is due to technology. But a lot of the times it brings about the existential question, well, why are we even doing this in the first place? Why are we going this far to being able to create this and for you to be able to even see this at this moment? And it has to do with the fact that there's meaning behind it, and who's in charge of that meaning, and who is wherewithal, and that kind of goes into philosophy, religion, a combination of both. Or it's the inevitable fact of where it would lead to that, which is a theological conversation. It's an existential, it's a philosophical, it's philosophical very much in nature, as you begin to ask that question. And then artistry serves as a role of being able to express, knowing how to express it. That's the key. It's the sort of the sense of euphoria that people are able to get from that. And it ultimately comes down to that. I don't think I have a lot to say beyond that at this moment. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, pretty tight knit at the moment. It's not a lot that has to be said. It's just simply that moment. I know that life is changing already, and I'm getting closer and closer to the ideal that I want to be. But it takes time to become that ideal, and it takes time to move the chess pieces forward in a particular manner, in a particular way. And it's just simply going to take time. I have to work hard. And sometimes this pressure in my mind, these things have to happen already, that they have to change. And I have this job where literally right next to me on these two monitors, I use this to work this job, and this is going to become the vehicle. But at the same time, right ahead of it, I have to do this. This is it. The entertainment value, everything has to become a combination of superficiality, entertainment, but at the same time, something more, something bigger. And people will see that. I'll make sure they will. But I guess that's the balance of it all. Who would think that this guy right here could become just like Kai Cenat, just like Aiden Ross, just like all those other people? Who would think that? Me? And I'm, fairly good looking, you know, mustachio kind of, you know, Mr. H like, um, modern H. Um, if you know Parsons or you know Doctor Strange, that kind of mystical element of it all. So, yeah. But there's a lot that has to be done, and we're almost there. And I'm going to keep saying that. And we're not going to quit, and we're not going to stop. It has to keep going. Alright, I think that's all I have to say for now. Talk to you guys later. Talk to you guys tomorrow.